As I told you in the last episode, we will start making some automatic farms in our giant hole that we dug out. And that is exactly what we're going to do. So with that, welcome back to a new episode of CityCraft. Apparently the clickbait worked quite well because, well, you're here. And no, CityCraft is not ending. But the name CityCraft for this project will cease to exist. It will change to Krenia, and I will talk about that later on in the video as well. I think the first order of the day is to clean everything in here out and make this giant hole into a perfect square. And then maybe we might even extend it all the way up to the top, but that will be done maybe a little bit later. Because for now we only need the space down here and maybe a little bit more upstairs. But yeah, so I think I'll need some help, so I'll call some people over and then we're going to do this here and clean everything in here out to make a perfect square with the range of the beacon that gives us haste 2 right here. So yeah, I think the easiest way is to just have it done. But before we actually start to build this thing, we have something else to do. I know, I tend to procrastinate, but it doesn't matter. Because our friend Vinny has a little event starting soon, and we want to make a little nice house where he can actually hold that event. So we'll just go over there and look at what we've got. Well, originally this was what he was going to use, and I think this contraption seemed a little bit too too imprisoning. So I went ahead and designed a little thing, a little house that we are going to use. And little lag over here. And it's going to be right here. This spot right there is going to be where this house will stand. And I've marked where the edge block will be, and somebody died. No idea how, but I hope he's okay. Anyways, we are going to build this house right here, and I think Vinny even collected all the blocks we needed. So I think we'll just start by making a little outline and to make the walls. And that is the basic structure from outside. And from the inside we don't really have much, except that for those gravel blocks to hold up. And yeah, I think now we'll just put everything inside, all the roofs on top, and all the interior. So let's just do that right now. Now you should be able to see a tiny difference, at least from the outside. From the outside there's only a couple things that are different. For example, the roof has been filled in, there's a portal right there now, some leaves and vines on the sides, and some other things all around here. But the most noticeable difference is in the inside, because now we have a reception area right here where you can kind of log in and check your dates and whatever. Then here a hallway with a waiting area and a waiting room, and then a little office where we can then make the quiz, which will actually be the event that Vinny has planned. And yeah, I made a little thing with some armor stands, which we also need to implement in our shop. But yeah, I think all of it looks pretty nice. And now that that's taken care of, let's get back to our little farming hole where we want to make our automatic iron farm. Okay, so what we've dug out so far looks like quite a good chunk of work and quite a good amount of space, because now we have a generally quite big area all to ourselves. And what the hell? How did that guy spawn? Oh, in here. Okay, good. I don't want any mobs down here, which would be annoying, so I'll light everything up. And yeah, this is a clean area, and I think it's a 7x8 chunk area. Not quite a perfect square, but it should do the trick just fine. Now, I think we only need to dig it up a little higher, so we have more space upwards, and then we can actually start making our first farms. And I think I have, yeah, I have an arrow sticking in my hip. Well, however, we will have to make our farms, and I think the iron farm should be the first one we will make. I think I'll make a couple more modules than only one. And I think the best place to do it is upwards and in a column. So we will try to find a chunk that we'll use. This is actually quite nice here. If we turn the chunk borders on, we can see where the chunk is and where it ends. And yeah, I think we'll dig this up quite a lot higher, and then we can start building our first farm in here. We might need to make it 2 chunks wide or even 2 by 2. We'll have to see, but I think for now 1 should be more than enough. So I think there's gonna be a little bit more work, but it'll be worth it. So as it turns out, this chunk here is a slime chunk, which isn't ideal, because then there will be slimes everywhere, and I don't want that. So yeah, this chunk isn't gonna do it, but I think if we do it right next to it, then it should be fine. So yeah, I've checked, and this chunk right here is a slime chunk, then I think 2 right here and 2 other ones right there. But the other chunks should be fine as well. So only a couple of slime chunks, and then no problems after that. So yeah, let me just try to make everything here a little bit bigger. A couple of days later, I've tried some things out, experimented a little bit, and looked some things up, and as it turns out, this chunk right here wasn't actually a slime chunk. That one was. So yeah, I made another mistake, but I think it should be fine because I've tested some things, and it doesn't seem like if I build something here that the slimes will spawn here, so we should be fine if I build something correctly. So yeah, even though I messed up, it should still be fine. And yeah, first thing we need to do is to get a few villagers down here, and then also to gather all the resources and all the things we need for it. I think getting the zombies will be the most difficult part. So I'll just try to get all the things I need up and going and down there, and then I'll get back to you. And here we have our 3 villagers. And he's a bit grumpy. Probably because this ride isn't that comfy, but it doesn't matter. He will be out of it pretty soon. And yeah, I think even though I have everything here and all the resources I'll need, it's gonna be quite difficult. You see, I technically kind of fear this farm. Not because it's like really difficult or because it's really dangerous or something like that. Actually, more likely because I don't really want to do it. It's one of the most annoying ones to do, I guess, because you have to work with some water. It's not that simple to get right. You have to work with villagers and mobs, and yeah. And that's more or less the reason why I picked it for the first one, because then it's done, and yeah, why not? So yeah, let me just try not to get frustrated, and let me build this thing. I have a few plans, and I think even though I messed up the marking of this slime chunk, we will at some point dig out those 3 as well, and then build in total 8 iron farms, which will be hugely effective. And that's exactly the plan. So yeah, at some point we'll have this huge space right here with 2 farms on top of each other in each chunk, and then it should work. I don't know if it will work with even more, with 4 more. I'll have to check that out and try to test out how that would work, but I guess if we dig out a little bit further down and squeeze everything together, it might work. But yeah, I don't know. I'll have to test a little bit further before I even try it on the server. Okay, so yeah, I think I'll just start building and get this thing up and running. So this will be the area where everything will be picked up, and on top of here there will be some lava, and yeah, that's how the iron golems are going to be killed. And this is going to be the area where the iron golems will spawn and where they will get flushed down into the lava. And I think I need to take off my shoes, otherwise all of this is going to freeze up, which isn't good. I really need to re-enchant everything I have, because my enchantments aren't the greatest, so yeah, I kind of have to do that at some point. My feet look so tiny now. Now well, so yeah, only thing we now need to do is the chamber where the zombie and the villagers are going to be. This is going to be right beneath there, and we might need to lower this to make it work properly, otherwise all of the iron golems will spawn down here, which we don't want. So yeah, I'll have to look how that will work, but for now we need to put this together somehow. And this is going to be the station, or the room where our villagers will go. And I'm gonna put the beds down already, and this little hole in the roof will get filled up, but currently I don't really have enough blocks, so I will need to change that out. But now the last bed, and that doesn't look right. And that's probably because the block belongs right there. Yeah, that's more like it. So now I'll put all of that right here. And let me just make that stairway again. Just like that. And yeah, the zombie is going to go right in there. I still have to find a way how to actually bring him there. I have some leads with me, but I don't know how I will do it. I think I'll have to cover these guys up, otherwise they're gonna get attacked, which isn't ideal. And apparently I can't place any blocks there, so let's just make it like this. Great. Some leads right there. And now the only thing we need to do is actually to remove some torches and wait until mobs spawn. Which shouldn't take too long, because most caves around here should be lit up quite nicely. Well, at least it shouldn't be night, because that is not gonna help us. So now there should be monsters, there we go, spawning all over the place. And those aren't the monsters we want a zombie. But honestly, I can appreciate some creepers that will give me some decent gunpowder as well. So let's just wait for another wave. And that's not the right mobs. There we go. And we have a spider jockey. Not the greatest, but we'll have to work with it. Shouldn't be a problem. So let's just... oh, we can't leash them. Okay, that's interesting. So let me just light everything in here up again, so we don't have too many monsters luring around in here. And yeah, let's try to get him in there somehow. I think I'm gonna name him first, so he can't despawn at any occasion. But yeah, how do I get him inside of there? Maybe we have to do something like this. Something very smart. Like that. Can you see me? Oh, yes you can. But I can't place any block there. So I'm gonna have to improvise a little bit. Okay, so now we have it like this, so I can place the block right there. Great. I guess if you put water here... Yeah, exactly. We can push him down there. But now we don't have enough blocks. Already better. Okay. Slowly but surely, we are getting there. Great. We have a slime below us, which we will take care of. And now we have a zombie right here. Very nice and calm. So let's just use some stone to block him off. And yeah, I think we'll have to kind of wait for night to get them to sleep, but I can already start getting them out of here and up in there. And as you probably know, working with villagers is a huge pain in the bum. So yeah, that's gonna be a little difficult, but we can do it. We just have to be patient and work smart. Which currently I'm not really doing, but we'll get there. We will get there. Okay, now up and away with you. No, up there. Come on. Let's go. Very nice. First one done. More or less. Second one on the way. Very, very nice. Put them right where they belong. And why isn't everything lit up here? Oh, probably because I had to remove some torches around here. Okay, that should be better now. Yeah, I know. There's more than enough reason to be angry. So, get up here and you can get out of your little cart. So, let's try not to hit the villagers, because that wouldn't be good at all. And yeah, that's great. Now we just have to block them, which I'm gonna do like this. This should be fun, because I still can get through here. With my Lytra, I can just... yeah, there we go. Just sneak it through here, yeah. So I'm just gonna remove that away on the rails. And then I'm gonna get some more cyan terracotta, because otherwise it's not gonna look good, and I want it to look good, so I'm gonna get that. You know what? I think I can just grab some from here. Shouldn't be too important. So let's just sneak our way through here. Remove that. I think I'm gonna keep that to have ourselves a little sneaky hole. And now we're gonna wait until night. Somebody wants to get out. While we wait for the night to come across, we can talk about the title of this video a little bit more. Because, as you probably know, and as I've probably said already, we are going to rename this project in the next episode. And then I'm gonna rebrand all of this. You will still be able to, at least I think, to find these videos by searching for CityCraft. I don't really know if that's going to work, but we will see. And yeah, but you will definitely find it with the name Krenia. which shouldn't be anything else on YouTube, so that shouldn't be an issue. And yeah, the night takes even longer than expected, at least if you wait for it. If you want it to be day, then the night creeps across instantly. If you want it to be night, then somebody sleeps. But at least we are alone right now, so nobody can sleep on accident. But yeah, 1 in-game hour left. With in-game hour I mean this right here, which probably shouldn't be too long, about 1 minute. Oh, something happened. Very nice. Okay, they went to bed. Very nice. And I should be able to remove those blocks now, and they should be up and running. Very nice. I'm just gonna leave that block right there, and I'm gonna place that block right here. And there's our first iron golem. Very, very nice. Our farm is working. Yeah, we still need some lava, which I currently don't have. So let me just try to fly to the nether real quick. Oh yeah, I think I can sleep now. Should be working fine now. And yeah, I can go to the nether now, get a couple of lava buckets, and run back. I'm just gonna go to that basalt delta where there are some nice little lava pockets where we don't have to fear for our lives. Except for maybe if there's some magma cubes around. But yeah. So let's remove our water and let's get some lava. And down there our beautiful farm is, and it's glorious. So let's start burning this guy up. It's gonna be a little bit loud, so I'm gonna go away until he's dead, which luckily goes very, very fast. He should be down in any second. There we go. Let's get rid of this guy as well. And let's put the lava where it is supposed to go. Very nice. Now let me just get the last little lava bucket. Ah yes, the final steps of a little project. Aren't those the best ones? I think the first and the last steps are the best ones. And now it's completed. There shouldn't be any mobs spawning on top of those farms, but there should definitely be iron golems spawning every now and then, and going to collect in this farm here. I think there was even a second one, which we haven't seen. Let me just take care of that water source, and then... Come on, I want to fly. There we go. Ouch. Good. So, this farm is functioning now. I will try not to die, and yeah, this looks very nice. I'm gonna have maybe another one on top of here. If it works, maybe even a third one, but definitely 3 times the amount on these 3 other chunks. But yeah. Oh, there's even a fourth one. Very nice. Working like a charm. Good. So let me just take everything in here with me, which I won't need anymore down here. And that's just beautiful. I think it's gonna get very, very cluttered in here. Probably mostly because I will spend most of my time in this area. That's why I built it here. And yeah, we will have to make a storage system very soon, because otherwise everything we get from those farms will just be laying around everywhere, and that's not good. So yeah, maybe... Well, that's a problem. A very big one, actually. Let me just take that water and get rid of him like this. But yeah, that is a problem. I think I will need to make sure that that isn't going to happen at all. So he spawned right here, didn't he? Yeah, that's not ideal. So we'll need to take down those few chunks right here, even further down. I hope it's not going to be the biggest problem, but it will definitely be some kind of problem. But at least the farm is working pretty nicely. So yeah, I'm just gonna take that down now. And just like that, it got basically deleted. So yeah, if we wait a couple minutes more, there we go. There's another iron golem dying pretty nicely. And if we check what's in that chest, you can see that it's already working pretty well. And that is exactly what we wanted. We have started the industrial phase of our world in CityCraft, at least of our village. And yeah, there will be tons and tons of different farms that look somewhat like that. Maybe not that weird, because I realize, yeah, it is a little bit weird. I've chosen the way to not take a already completely existing design for this farm, but I've actually designed it myself somewhat. I've looked up how the mechanisms work and then adapted it for my usage. And yeah, then I can make 4 of them in those 4 chunks and even on top. So yeah, this is going to be very effective, and I don't know for what we will need so many iron bars. Probably somewhat for anvils to decorate some things and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. We will see. And there's another one coming. Very nice. This is working very well. Good. And with that, I think we are done for this episode. I hope you enjoyed this little, a little bit more technical video with some other things in between. And yeah, I don't really know yet. Wait, is there a cave up there? I think so. Okay, I'll just leave it alone. But yeah, I don't really know what I will do in the next episode yet. But yeah, I think we will find something very soon. But please be aware that I might not be able to do as much in the next episodes, because I'll have a lot to do. So yeah, in the next episode we might need to do a little bit less. I don't know if I actually do that much in the episodes till now, but yeah, maybe we'll see. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope I will catch you in the next one. So with that, goodbye for now.